Hello and welcome to the lesson of idioms or idiomatic expressions. Those who want to improve their understanding of idioms must watch this video, subscribe the channel, and click the like. The first idiom that we are supposed to learn today is a piece of cake. When something is extremely easy to be done, we say it's a piece of cake for us. Well, what is the origin of this idiom? A piece of cake. Uh, all of you may know that when we eat a cake or a piece of cake, it's very easy to do it. Cake is not something hard which you have to bite or chew a lot. It's one of the easiest things to do. So eating a cake is easy. So if a thing that you're doing is quite easy, you call it a piece of cake. Similarly, there is another idiom, lend an ear. Lend means give. Lend an ear means if you want to hear someone talking, if you are not deaf to his sayings, and you are listening to him carefully, you say, I'm lending you an ear. Please lend me your ear. Please hear me. Similarly, another idiom is all ears. All ears means when you are carefully listening to someone's talk, especially when you are listening from both your ears. You are concentrating on nothing else. So you say, I am all ears. There is another idiom, give someone a deaf ear. Deaf means not listening. So give someone deaf ear means when you are not hearing anyone, when you are not hearing your interlocutor or your counterpart. There is next idiom, raining cats and dogs. In this regard, there is a story that a person once tied his cat and dog on the roof, whereas when it started raining, it rained so much that through the drainage pipe, that cat and dog came down all the way down to the floor. So whenever it rains a lot, and your dog and cat may drain all the way to the street, you call it raining cats and dogs. When it is raining really torrentially, you call it raining cats and dogs. Another idiom is out of woods. Now, woods means jungle or forest. Usually, a forest or a jungle is considered to be a place where you might be unsafe, because the rules of civilization do not exist in jungle or forest. So, out of woods means out of jungle or out of danger. Okay, when you are at home is another idiom which is opposite to out of woods. So woods are symbolic for danger, and at home is a symbol of safety. So at home means comfortable, and out of woods also means comfortable or safe, but wood is a negative symbol for danger. So when you are out of woods means you are out of danger, you are safe. Our next idiom is hard nut to crack. Now, some nuts can be very hard to crack, and even your teeth might feel some difficulty in cracking them. So, you might need a hammer or a mallet to crack them. So, if you have a difficult situation to handle, you are finding it difficult to solve, you will say that it's a hard nut to crack. If something is easily able to be handled, you will call it a piece of cake. Whereas if you find difficulty in dealing something, you will call it a hard nut to crack or a tough nut to crack. Next idiom is apple of someone's eyes. Now, what is the origin of apple of someone's eyes? The black round spot in our eyes is in the shape of an apple. Okay, and if anyone pricks a needle into our eye, into that round black spot, it might hurt us a lot. So suppose if I say that my son is apple of my eyes, it means if you hurt my son, it is as if you were hurting my that round ball of my actual eye. So apple of someone's eyes means somebody who is very dear to you, who is also called blue-eyed boy or blue-eyed person. So if you are really attached to someone, you really love someone, he or she must be apple of your eyes, and you won't like him to get hurt. Next idiom is on the same page. If the teacher is teaching and all the students are carrying their books, and teacher is teaching from the page, and the students are also reading from the same page, and everyone in the premises is opening the same page, reading from the same page, it means everyone agrees with each other, with one another. Suppose one of the students has opened a different page, it means he is not agreeing with the teacher, he is not with the rest of the company, he is not reading the same thing. So on the same page means when the ideas are similar, when people are ready to hear each other, when people don't have difference of opinion with each other. So whenever you are on the same page, it means all the people are agreeing on a point of view. Our next and final idiom is fall flat. Flat means smooth, horizontal. Okay, when something falls flat, it means it falls down to the earth. And there is another idiom in the same meaning, that is a house of cards. In the early days, people used to create house of cards. Scratch cards used to be bigger in size in early days. Now they have been shrunk to their size. And fall flat means when something really goes down. In the West, this tradition is followed that when a building is built, they decide what will be its expiry date, and as soon as that expiry date arrives, they just explode the building and it just falls flat. I hope you must have enjoyed this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Thank you. Please subscribe the channel.